0 plus 2, which is 2, okay. And that means that for both B and C, the successors, the earliest start for both of those becomes 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see what I'm doing. I'm not slicing and dicing these the way they show it in the book. I've seen it done where you represent the activities with rectangles instead of with circles, and we just put the northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest the numbers, but we'll do it with circles like that. So we've got for B and C now, our earliest start time is 2, which is when the earliest finish time for A, the predecessor. And so the latest start time is for B, it's going to be at 2 plus 4, we get 6. It's bad looking 6. And for C, it's 2 plus 5 equals 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're still looking at up here on D and E. We've still got items that only have one predecessor, so it's still pretty simple. The earliest start is the earliest finish for the one predecessor. It's going to be 6 and 6. Okay, now down here at F, we've got the first one that's got two predecessors. So what's our earliest start for F going to be?
6. 2.
Somebody say it? Who's got it? Freddie, is that you?
No, it's 6.
Who's volunteering? Who is? Josh?
Yeah, right.
Somebody's some
7.
male voice is saying,
7.
Okay. 7's the answer. Good call.
Thank you.
Okay. And why is it 7, Freddie?
It's the largest.
Yeah, it's the largest of these two. Our two choices
Good,
are
huh?
6 or 7. So 7 is going to be the right one. And if you think about it, the earliest this one can start is at the latest time that one of it the latest of either of its predecessors finishing, because both these predecessors have to be finished before we can start F. Okay, now G is another one that's got. We've got to flesh these out now. Okay, so for D, the earliest finish is 6 plus 2 or 8. E, the earliest finish is 6 plus 1 is 7. And for F, the earliest finish is 7 plus 8 is 15.
You don't hear you.
So now we've got G, that's another one that's got multiple predecessors. So our same rule, we want to take the largest, the latest earliest finish time from either of the predecessors, and applying Freddie's logic from the other one, that's going to be 8 on this one. Okay, and now down here with I5, with with H and I, we've only got one predecessor, so it comes right over. It's 15 is the earliest we can start on either of those. And let's finish these. So the earliest finish is going to be 11. Earliest finish is going to be 20.
You're gonna
Earliest
ace
finish
this
is going to
test,
be
man.
19.
Oh man, you're
And then
good.
with 7, we've got a little bigger chore. We've got 3 predecessors to look at. So what's the earliest start for J?
20.
Could be 20. Okay, good. Okay, and then J, 20 plus 7, earliest finish is 27. So it looks like we verified our critical path, that 27 is the right calculation. J, it's the earliest we can do J. Okay, now let's start our right to left pass, and the latest finish that we can have for J, and it's the only predecessor to the final event. There's nothing after J. So in order for the project duration not to be extended, the earliest, the latest finish for J has to be the same as the critical path time, 27. So we start by bringing that down here, and then for J, the latest start is going to be the latest finish minus the duration, so it's going to be 20. And then right off the bat, we can do our subtractions. Earliest start from earliest finish. Earliest finish minus latest finish, or earliest start minus latest start. Either one, they'll both be the same. We do our subtraction, we get 0, so we know there's no slack on here, right? So no slack, and that doesn't surprise us because we know that's an activity that's on our critical path. Okay, so now if we do any of these three, they're, you know, the G, H, and I that both have J as a successor, the latest finish for all of these is going to be the same. It's going to be the, you know, because there's only one choice. So the 20 is going to become the latest finish for each of these. 20 and 20. And then we can work backwards to our latest start, which is going to be 17. And 20 minus 5 is 15. And 20 minus 4 is 16. So now we can look, and if we look at H, do we have any slack on H? Let me see. Got any slack on H? No, because same thing as door subtraction. We just look at our, it's 20 and 20 and 15 and 15. So our slack's going to be 0. But on I, how much slack do we have?
1.
We got slack of 1 because of the 19 or 20 or 15 or 16. And on G, what do we have here?
9.
It's a little more interesting. Yeah, we've got 9 days of slack on this one. Okay.
I get it.
Now,
You guys are awesome.
so let's keep working our way across. So if let's start up here. Single successor up here. So the latest start for the only successor becomes the latest finish. Same story here with E. And with so let's finish them. So this one drops to 15 for the latest start and 16 for the latest start here. So we've got how much slack here? We've got looks like another 9 days of slack here, and we got 10 days of slack here. And this does get pretty busy, doesn't it? And okay, now we can work here. Now we've got our F has 2 successors. So based on our rule, we're going to take the smallest of the 2 successors is going to be the latest finish that we can have for F without delaying our
15?
project. So what's our latest finish for F?
16, no?
Well, it's going to be.
Because you want to go smaller.
Here's our
15.
rule. 15,
Right.
And this is exactly how when you're doing this and you're trying to do calculations fast and you're running out of time, that's like the most common mistake to make on a test with doing this, is just easy to get crossed up. Am I looking for the biggest one or the smallest one, or you just get in such a hurry, it's really easy to just pull the wrong number over and then keep going.
Well, if we do that, can you make sure you credit us for remembering that? Trying?
For good effort.
Yeah.
Neat, grade on the basis of neatness, originality, and hygiene.
Yeah, that's even better.
Something like that. Okay, so we do our subtraction. We've got 7, and we can see there's 0 slack here, which again doesn't surprise us because our critical path is AC, FHJ, and this is F. And okay, so now we're all the way over to here, to this tier. And on B, now we've got 3 successors for B. So what's the smallest, latest finish? The smallest, latest start time for any
7?
successor to B. Did you say 7?
Yeah.
Good. Yep, it's 7, which is down here. So it's not, even though there's a lot of slack out here, the slack doesn't all translate into B because it's got one that's on the critical path that's pretty tight. But we still have some slack with B. So 7 minus 4 is 3, and we get slack either way we calculate. We got slack of 1. And on C, we only have 1 successor, so the 7 comes right over, and we subtract the 5, we got the 2, and we see no slack there. And then on A, we've got the smallest of the successors is going to be 2, and subtract 0, and again A, no slack, and that doesn't surprise us. So we said, okay, our critical path is ACFHJ, which is ACFHJ, and we see we've got a 0 on slack for all of those, and we should be in pretty good shape if we worked across on what's the slack and what's on the critical path and what's not for all those things.